Yo, what's up, everybody? Another episode of Sylas's Scriptures here. Today's episode, I wanted to do Why Sylas. As you know, I'm doing a low elo to high elo run. I'm just anybody just like you. I don't come from the LCK, LCS. I'm not a previous challenger player. I'm doing my first low elo to high elo run, and I wanted to just kind of go over why I picked Sylas. Um, Now, when you do a low to you low to high you low run with one character, you kind of got to ask yourself a few things. Are you able to carry with that character? Are you able to sustain long enough to get to pick up the slack of your teammates? Are you able to get around the map and help out where your teammates are struggling so that we don't get too far behind? Things of that sort. And Sylas is really perfect for all that. So are a couple other characters too. So, it's not just Sylas, but the main reason we pick Sylas is for his outplay ability. By that, I mean when you're an enemy champion on the enemy team and you see Sylas, it's really hard to judge his sustain. It's really hard to judge his damage output, his limits. He is a newer character. People haven't had the time to really play against him, to kind of learn him inside and out, especially if you don't play him. So there's a big advantage there. Um, Sylas's W with the heal. A lot of players in a team fight, especially, will see a character at low health and be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna, go after that guy. He's low health, easy kill." But with your heal on your W, it's an easy outplay most of the time because they don't take that into consideration when just jumping on you in the first place. So it's really nice that the outplay potential you have there. You're also high AP damage. When in a very AD damage meta, it's really nice when an enemy team builds armor to counter react their team when everybody else goes AD. And even with no penetration, you can still do a great deal of damage because nobody builds magic resist. They all build armor to counter react your team, and nobody really focuses you or builds against you. You also have two dashes in Sylas's kit, both on his E, as well as another dash from Hextech Revolver and a dash heavy meta. This is really convenient to be able to dash away, dash back in fights, dash and dodge abilities. It's always nice to have a dash up to be able to 1v5 if you have to. And then Sylas's ult. It's the only ult in the game where you get an option to steal anybody's ult on the enemy team, which means that there's 5 different ultimates you could potentially have, which means that Sylas is pretty hard to judge. If you steal one of those ultimates in the middle of a team fight and, nobody knows whose ult you're going to steal, everybody's focusing on the rest of the fight, all of a sudden they see an ultimate come out, they didn't know you stole an ultimate, they think, oh, that's my own team's, and they misplay, easy hits on targeted abilities, things of that sort. So just amazing outplay potential with his ultimate. So with Sylas, being that he's hard to judge, he's a newer character. A lot of people in early elo aren't very good at judging him. They forget about his W. They forget that he can dash, dodge abilities easily. So it's easy to snowball and get consistent wins in low elo, building you a heavy MMR. So that every win you get is most effective, getting you as many points as possible to get into the latter divisions. So that's why we picked Sylas over all the other characters. And when I start this run, I will have everything, all the videos as far as preparation up for you guys, so that you know the runes that I go, the items that I build, different plays that I have. So continue to check out Sylas' scriptures for all that. Thanks for watching. In the background here, you can see a game that I played a little earlier today where I went 18-0-7. I know, like I said, with the 3 dashes and the sustain from all the heal, nobody could take me down. I was able to rack up 18 kills and 7 assists in that time, getting the most gold, carrying end game. When the enemy team focused me, it still didn't matter. And that's the type of champion you're going to need to be able to perform a low elo, high elo run effectively. I played against the Diana, which was supposed to counter me, I think, but she ended up going 1-13, as you can see there in the bottom. So Yep, and I think that's it on why we picked Sylas. So thanks for watching our scriptures.